What's up guys, so today I'm going to talk about 3 main reasons why your helix tone really sucks. Guys, please take a second to go and hit that little subscribe button down there. Also check out my other videos. I do have a lot of HX Stomp and guitar related videos that you guys might want to check out. So please go ahead and check out my channel. Check out some videos of me and support me while you're at it. So of course this is going to count for any Helix family device. Maybe not as much with the HX effects, but the HX Stomp, Helix LT, and the full Helix and Rec Helix are mainly what we are looking at today. So the first thing and the most important thing is, well, what are you listening to? So are you listening to speakers or are you listening to headphones? And are those headphones or speakers any good? Are they kind of a little bit flat, not too kind of colored or muffled in the high end? That is going to be a super big role in your tone with Helix. So the best thing would be for you to get a really nice set of monitors. So there are like the cheaper versions of the Atom A7X, which are the T7Vs. There are even cheaper versions like the T5Vs. You get the Yamaha, what is it, the NS10s or something. Some of the Mackie speakers are good, but yeah, please don't use any of those Logitech really cheap ghetto speakers that you just use for your music and stuff. Don't get a little MP3 Bluetooth speaker thing. That is going to suck balls. And if you are using something as far as earbuds or something, please get something that is super high quality in that effect. I sometimes use in-ears from a respectable brand, but other than that, please just check out something that is really good to listen to. That's the main thing that is going to give you bad tones. So the next really important thing is the cabinet, microphone and high cut choice. So if you have an amplifier, you really need a nice matching cabinet with that, and you need a great sounding microphone in there, and then you need a little bit of high cut to ensure that you're not letting those super piercing high end tones run through. You can kind of compensate on the amp, but if you have the right cabinet or the right microphone and you have the right high cut, basically the settings are not going to make a big difference in kind of making it a bad tone. It's just going to be a difference from what you like and what you don't like. So guys, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's not really a great sounding tone in my opinion, and that's the Brit 2204 model in there with the stock 1960 T75 cabinet that is loaded in there. So I'm going to show you how you can make this thing sound better. So to start out, what I would do is basically change out that cabinet because I don't like that cabinet. So what I tend to do is I really like a greenback style cabinet. So the greenback 25 cabinet is going to be my cabinet of choice, and this is the difference that it's going to make. So already a lot less fizzy, and it has those nice great mids, so the cabinet is really important. And the next thing that I would do is get a little bit of high cut, so I would cut around 7K or maybe even go to about 6.9K or something, and you get something like this. And that's already way better, But the 57 mic is sometimes a great mic, but in this case, what I really like in here is like a condenser 87 or 47. So let's try out the 47 with the same exact high cut and same exact settings on the amp. Haven't changed anything on the amp yet. Check it out. So that already sounds way better, guys. That's a great sounding tone in my opinion, and I haven't started to check out the settings of the amp even. So right now what we can do is kind of tweak the settings of the amp. What I would do is probably get a little bit more mid in there, bass to about 5, and everything other than that can be set at 7. So yeah, that sounds a lot better. And yeah, that's basically how I would choose a cabinet. So with a Marshall, I really like a greenback sounding cabinet. But in your case, you might be going after a really high gain thing where you might like a V30 type speaker. You might maybe even like that T75 speaker with some other amp. But yeah, just try out a load of different speaker cabinets. Try using a little bit of high cut and try out a nice fat sounding microphone. Again, if you are putting this into a live context, the SM57 might be a great choice as well. And then last but not least, this is something that I have covered in lots of videos, and it is the input impedance. It's really essential. It's kind of a tone knob for your pickups of your guitar. It's going to make the HX Stomp or Helix respond the best to your guitar. And yeah, if you don't have it set right, you can have a really shrill sound or even a really dark sound. Right balance in input impedance is really necessary to get a great tone out of it. So yeah, I have talked a lot about the input impedance, and it's really important in my opinion. So let's check out what the input impedance on auto will sound like. So I change it to about 90k, which it sounds okay, but it sounds like the tone is rolled halfway down. Let's check about 136k. Let's go to about 230k, which what I most likely always use. So it's basically like a tone knob on the input of your rig, and it's really important. The higher you set the input impedance, the more you're going to get a nice stringy attack, but you don't want too much of that ice pick in there. So guys, there you have it. 3 things that are going to make or break your Helix or HX Stomp tone. I hope this video helped you guys get a better tone with your modeling rig. This also applies to a lot of other modelers, so if you have something like an XFX or a Camper, these are things that you might use for that as well. Guys, please go ahead and press that little subscribe button down there. Check out my other HX Stomp and other guitar related videos. It really helps me out a ton. And then I will see you for the next video, guys.